where did you adopt Cooper from?
I didn't adopt him, my brother did it, but he got him from Blacktown Animal Holding Facility.
And how long ago was that?
So I think we got him when he was about 3 months, and he'd be about 7, 8, 9 months now. Oh, so yeah, earlier this year, about 5 months ago. He's still a little pup, so he's a big pup, but.
And why do you think your brother chose to adopt instead of buying a dog?
Well, my other 2 dogs aren't adopted, but we've had them for a really long time. And my auntie, who is also going to be part of this documentary, she has done a lot of work with this organisation called Monica's Doggy Rescue. And so after she's been doing that, our family kind of started to understand adoption more and how much better it is for the animals. He went to get an adopted dog just because he wanted to give another animal a chance instead of going and finding someone at a breeder. So yeah, he just wanted to. And then when he found Cooper, he just fell in love with him instantly. They're best friends, and Cooper always whimpers when he leaves the house. He's always crying, and sitting outside his bedroom door. So yeah.
Did your brother know anything about Cooper before he adopted him?
No, not really much. Because they at the shelter they were like, "Oh, you got Cooper. He's the barky one," and he hadn't heard him bark at all. He was like, "I thought he was really quiet." So not much. We know that he was a stray, so we think he was just from a stray litter. And yeah, but we've had to learn a lot about him, I guess. He is a barky dog. We have found that out. But he's not too bad. He's not too loud.
And did he need a lot of time to adjust coming to the new home?
So he didn't take long to adjust, but because we have the 2 other dogs, and so we've got my dog Nikki, and she's very placid, but she doesn't like puppies. So she took a while to adjust to him. And then Guinness, because he's another male dog, and I don't know, was a bit wary at first, but then they became best friends really quickly. So yeah, there was a small adjustment period, but now everyone's fine, and even Nikki kind of doesn't get annoyed by him anymore. Well, she gets annoyed, but not as much.
So Nikki and Guinness, are they also foster dogs?
So Guinea we got from a breeder. I think my parents knew the breeder, and I know they definitely wanted a black lab, so I think that's why they went to a breeder, but that was a long time ago. I don't know if they'd still do that. And then Nikki was our first dog, and we actually got her, she's a golden retriever, we actually got her straight from the people who breed show dogs, but she was too placid to be a show dog, so yeah, we got to take her. We got her when she was about 1, and they'd tried to work on her, but she just wasn't into it. She's always been lazy, and now that she's old, she's even lazier. So
do you know where the dogs go normally if they're not selected to be show dogs? Are they normally adopted?
Well, yeah, I think they're usually adopted because they're all purebred as well. People want purebred dogs, I suppose, which I personally don't really understand. But yeah, people have that idea of, especially with a golden retriever, the idea of what a golden retriever is like, and they're friendly dogs, and they're very beautiful as well. They've got the beautiful golden coats, and yeah, I don't think that they would have much trouble getting the dogs adopted from somewhere like that.
Would you recommend definitely adopting over buying it from a breeder?
Yeah, of course. We've got Guinea, and we bought him from a breeder, and I love him very much. I wouldn't trade him for the world, but looking back on it, I think it's always better to go to a breeder, and because I have dog allergies as well, and there's certain dogs that are better for my allergies, but I think it's always better just to keep an eye out on the shelter while you're looking for a dog, and not go straight for it and wait until a dog comes up that is the dog for you, instead of going out and being like, oh, I'm going to get a little puppy. And yeah, I think it's always better to just have patience and find a dog that you can connect with.
Before your brother met Cooper, did he have any idea about what type of dog he wanted? Or?
Well, yeah, he actually wanted to get an older dog, like our other 2. And obviously Cooper is not an older dog. But yeah, when he met him, he just knew that he was the right one. So yeah, definitely not what he was expecting, but he's a very active dog as well. So he's like, we think he's a Kelpie Cross Staffy. So that's good for my brother because he goes out to properties a lot and he, rides motorbikes and stuff, and Cooper's always chasing him around. So that's good for both of them, I think.
Do you not actually know what what breed it is before you adopt it?
Well,
no way of knowing?
because you can go to the vet and do like a genetic test, but it costs quite a bit of money, and I don't know, we don't really mind. We like him the way he is. He's fine. We've heard a lot of stuff, but we're pretty sure he's somewhere between a Kelpie, a Staffy, and a Lab. But yeah, we don't know. Somewhere in there. Yeah, I think he's a Kelpie Staffy, but I'm not sure. Sometimes you look at him and he looks just like Guinness with those lab eyes. So I'm not sure. The other thing I wanted to say is that my brother, since he's adopted him, he's been a way happier person. He was like, I was always worried about his mental health. I was like, because he's always he hasn't been depressed or anything, but he's just always on edge and really, he gets angry really quickly. But since we've got Cooper and he's been, walking him every day and, had I don't know, I guess he's a really introverted person. And so having that downtime with a friend, but he doesn't have to talk to the friend. It's I think, yeah, he's really done a lot of good for my brother. So, yeah, and they wouldn't have found each other if it wasn't for adoption.